Hey guys, this is Mike, the Great Lakes Waterman, doing a KT Downwind SUP foil board review for you here. This is the top side, pretty flat, and on the deck, a little bit of a concave, not too much. I'll flip it over here and take a look at the bottom. Starting at the front, and it's got a pretty rounded front section here. Making our way to the back, the KT step down part there, and the specs are 6'9", 19 wide, looks like 7 inches thick at 100 liters. And this is a custom board, but I know they're coming out with a production model here pretty soon. Be interesting to see how they compare. Just to note, I'm 170 pounds, and then with a winter wetsuit on and wet booties, that's at least 5 pounds, so maybe even 10. Also fresh water as well, probably a little bit less buoyant than salt water, and the 100 liters seems just right for stability wise. And it is 19 inches wide. I was a little bit nervous with just paddling it around, but I got on it. It is tippy but completely manageable. It's all right. I wouldn't want to be like paddling it out on the onshore, breaking waves, trying to ride it in the surf. It is specific for the downwind, especially with the rounded front nose here. It's not flat. That might make it a little more unstable, but for the downwinding, it's just right. And right off the get-go, super impressed with this board. It's awesome. First thing, paddling around, it is stable enough, being 19, like I said, wide with the rounded nose. But first session in the waves, huge difference getting up on the waves, paddling up, getting up on the foil. Like first session right away, I was paddling up on waves where I would not have been able to with the other board. It was night and day, a huge difference right away. And I'll even get it more dialed in. I've had 3 sessions on it, so it is a game changer paddling up on the foil. It makes it so much easier, takes the sting out of it. It's still some work, requires some practice, but it's a huge difference. So I'm gonna talk a little bit now about while you're up on the foil riding. It is so light, this board. It's all carbon, and compared to the kind of older versions of the board, the foil is pretty mid-place. The box is much more forward on the board compared to my other board, so the swing weight is balanced pretty good. Also, most of the volume of the board is like right in the middle of the board. The tip and the tail are quite narrow and a lot skinnier, so there's not a whole lot of weight when you're swinging around. I'm blown away about how maneuverable this board is while up on the foil. It's a 6'9". I'd compare it to my 5'2" wing board. It's so maneuverable and quick turning. I was a little bit worried about stuffing the bow while up on the foil compared to a 6'9", because on my other board it's 6'1" 6'2" JPX foil, and when you stuff the bow into the oncoming wave or you touch down, it gets you off foil, and on that board it's a lot of work getting back up. But I haven't noticed that at all. Stuffing the bow, and with the rounded front and just the narrowness of the board, touching down like while you're up on foil or hitting the waves or quick little touchdowns, it's really easy to just pop back up compared to my other board. The other board, it's like putting on the brakes, and often it would result in a fall and then starting all over again. On this, not the case at all. Quick little touchdown on the water, no problem, back up. And with it being so lightweight, super easy to turn, and on the small waves, I find being able to turn really quick is helpful, staying with the energy and where you need to be on the board and foil. It's just awesome. It's so lightweight, so fast, super fun to ride. What else can I tell you? I've gone out 3 times on it, like actually downwinding. Conditions up yesterday, it was probably gusting over 30 knots for sure. It was really windy. I was on 170 lift, and that was awesome foil. It was pretty small starting out. There wasn't much fetch, but further on, going really fast. So that was awesome setup there. Can't wait to try the lift 120 on it on even bigger conditions where there's more fetch. And the smallest conditions I've gone out downwind foiling would be 15 to 20 knots on the St. Clair River. Not much fetch at all, and the waves were maybe knee high. And once again, getting up on the foil with this board was so much easier, really maneuverable. It's a super light board, and totally doable. Had some great like couple kilometer runs on really small conditions, and it was doable, and it made it easy. Anyways, that's all for now. I'm gonna do another video on how I got into downwinding foiling, why it's awesome, and how the Great Lakes are just an awesome spot to do it in all water sports. So we'll talk to you soon. Have a good one. Thanks. Bye.